Hi, and welcome to Maths and Physics for You. Today we're going to do geometric sequence. We're doing geometric sequence. We often hear about geometric sequence and geometric series. So what's the difference between the two? As we will see, the geometric sequence is a set of numbers such that each term is obtained by multiplying the previous term by a constant. So it's a set of numbers. Okay, so here in this case, so we'll talk about geometric series later. So in this case, as we can see, these numbers are 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So what we notice here, that each number is double the number that comes before it. That is, to obtain the number, we multiply the previous number by 2. So this one is 2 times 2, because that's the previous number. This one is 4 times 2. This is 8 times 2. This one 16 times 2, and so on. So this is a geometric sequence, and if we keep going, so this is the set of numbers. This is called geometric sequence, and sometimes they call it geometric progression. Okay, if we add these, the sum of all these together, then we get what is they call it geometric series. So the geometric series is the sum of the terms in the geometric sequence. Okay, so now we'll derive a formula. We'll see how can we find any term if we are given the first term in that geometric sequence. If we know the first term, in this case the first term is 2, and we call it A. So A is the first term. Okay, so that's what we need to know, the first term and the constant. This is the constant 2. So this, sometimes they call it constant ratio or multiplier. The constant R. Alright, sometimes they call it constant ratio. Maybe that's the reason why we are using R. In textbooks they use R for constant ratio. Why is it ratio? Because if you divide any number by the previous number, you get the same value. See, 4 over 2 is 2. So that's R in this case is 2. Alright, so 8 over 4 is 2, 16 over 8 is 2, 32 over 16 is 2, and so on. If we keep going, that the next one will be 64. That is, 64 divided by 32 is 2. Alright, so we go to derive the formula. So A2, we notice here, A2, as we are given here, it's 4. So it's actually 2, the first number, times 2. Okay, so it's A times R, because as we said, A is 2 and R is 2. So in general, this is A, R. Now let's go to the next one, the third term. This is the third term, 8. We call it A3, the third term. So it's 2 times 4. Again, 2 is the first term. So this is like A. Times 4, but 4 is 2 square. That is R square, 2 times 2, because it's multiplied twice. From here 1 and another 1, so 2 square. So that's R square. Now if we keep going, A4, the fourth one, is 16. So it's 2 times 8. So 2 times 2 cubed, because 8 is 2 cubed. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So that's AR cubed. And then A5, as we see there, 32. So it's 2 times 16. But 16 is 2 to the power 4. Alright? Yeah, like 8 times 2. So this is 2 cubed, then 2 cubed times 2 is 2, 4. That's AR4. And if the pattern continues like that, this is what we get. In general, AN, that's the nth term. The nth term will be equals to A from there. So that's A times R. Okay. But R, as you can see, if this is the fifth, this is the fourth. So it's one less. This is the fourth, that's the third. 3. So it's always one less. That's why we say this is R to the power n minus 1 altogether. So so this is give you the formula to find any term in that geometric sequence, and this can be applied to anything, as long as you have a geometric sequence. And this is very useful in mathematics, in engineering, in finance. As you know, compound interest rates and how they calculate the values of money after like certain periods, given that the initial amount keeps increasing by a certain ratio. That's also an example of geometric sequence. So that's what we got here. And simple verification, let's say we want the sixth term. So this is 6. As you can see, if that's 6, then we should have R 5. That is 6 minus 1. That's what we here got, 6 minus 1. And the ratio is 2. So 2 into 2, 6 minus 1 is 2 into 2 to the power 5. If you do that, this is 32 times 2, that is 64. And that verifies it, because if you go to the sixth term, that is the one after this one, definitely this will give you 64, because that's what we know. 32 times 2 is 64. It's as simple as that. And in the next video, we're going to do example of geometric series and explain it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe, and see you.